Alright, what you see here is a KDK industrial ceiling fan model B56X5 installed in my grandmother's bedroom in the Dominican Republic. These fans, for those who don't know already, are extremely common in the Dominican Republic. They're basically the fans that you see all over the place. And these are basically the best fans you can buy down here, even today. The newer ones aren't as good as these ones right here. Not as powerful, and they're not as well made, but they're still alright fans. Kind of like originals. They were very good back then. They aren't horrible now, but they're still pretty good fans, even though they're not as good as the American made ones. But yeah, this one is the oldest one that's installed in the house. It's actually my first KDK, so it is pretty sentimental. It is pretty dirty, so I'm actually doing this video since it's dirty right now, since I know some of you guys are filth lovers. Some people like seeing filth on fans. I'm one of them, but this fan does need to be cleaned, sadly. Well, in a way it's good, because the reason why it needs to be cleaned is because my grandmother sleeps in here, she has one eye, and all this filth on the fan is not good for her, just moving all this dirty air on it and stuff. Yeah. The fan is from 2004. That's when we got it. So it could be from 03. I'm not sure when specifically it was made. But this is actually the first time this fan's ever gotten this dirty, and I've seen it get this dirty. This fan, before it was installed in this bedroom, was actually installed in the dining room, which I'll show quickly, where it used to be installed. Right there. Where the brown one that you just saw right now, replaced it. Since the dining room is right next to the kitchen, and this fan was getting yellowed a bit and greased up and stuff like that, so we swapped it out with a brown one that wouldn't get, if it got dirty, you wouldn't even be able to see it. The brown one's holding up a lot better in there than this one, and it actually matches with the furniture that's in there. So we moved it in here, especially since my grandmother needed a fan in this bedroom. Originally, there was a Latex Vortex Rainbow Hugger in here that used to be in my bedroom, until we bought KDK for my bedroom because it wasn't strong enough. We moved it in here for a short time, and then we took this one down from the dining room, we put it in here. The Latex Hugger was actually supposed to go in the kitchen. However, my mom decided to give it to the guy that put this one up in her bedroom, because she felt bad. He was a very poor person. He had no fans at all, and just something like that, even though it's not a strong fan, he would have taken. He took it either way because his family needed something badly, and it's pretty hot in this country, for those who don't know. So yeah. These fans are very good. With the tropical climate down here, they move plenty of air. They are very powerful. So yeah. This fan, actually, when we first bought it, it actually replaced a 4-bladed G Event fan that had 4 cane blades in white. It was an all-white fan, and it was a 52-inch fan, and it had 3 integrated light kits. It's kind of like that fan that I showed in which video was it? When I did a Famation parking lot exchange, it was that Passport 2 that I got from Fans and Elevators from Mr. Pochain, and that was that 42-inch Pulse Brass fan that had 3 integrated lights, and it was a 4-blader, 42 inches. I was tempted to get that one, but I don't know why I didn't. Yeah. That was basically the same thing as what was in there. I do have a picture of it back when it was taken down. I developed a picture of it, so I will be doing a slideshow of those old pictures I found of some fans back when I was a kid. But it was actually placed on the floor down here when we took it down. We were actually going to put it up in here, but I broke the blades. I was like 6, 7 years old when that happened. I don't know what I was doing, so... But it was a very flimsy fan from what I know. So, yeah. And good news, I actually updated the light on this to a LED light bulb. I know I said in the Christmas video that they're too expensive down here, which the only place I saw them at the time was they had a single light bulb for $15, which is 500 pesos in Dominican money. So, yeah. But I found another place that sells LED light bulbs, and they had them for a lot cheaper. So I got one for this bedroom and one for the kitchen, since these are the bedrooms that my grandmother uses the most, and since she has one eye, I figured the rooms that she's in the most are the ones that will be more helpful for her to have an LED light bulb in it. So I will be slowly converting all of them to LED light bulbs totally. And no, like for those who like incandescents, that we cannot use those down here because we use a power generator when there's no power, and that will blow. That will just like cause it to shut off, and it will like drain all the energy from it. So we have to use these ones that don't use a ton of energy. So yeah, here's the control. Start off on speed 1. This one actually, this control is actually the one that came with the brown KDK. The original control for this one's still in the dining room. Since it was just, they do the same thing, we just put the new one in here. Well, the one that came with the brown one in here, just for the heck of it. And this fan's not in the original finish. I did paint it this past summer an almond finish because the canopies were fading. The downrow was all scratched up. It was starting to discolor unevenly. So I just decided to paint it off white because the thing is, if you paint a fan white down here, they actually lose the coloration pretty quick. Because the country, even though it's a very beautiful country, there are some areas of the country that are pretty dirty. Like the streets are very dirty, and that's what causes these fans to get discolored pretty quickly. Like some of them that you see in in public places, like an auto shop, they're very discolored because of it. For an example, plus most of the fans plastic, so that will discolor it even quicker. So yeah, it's holding up pretty good so far. It's not rusting up, so that's a good sign. I'm applying epoxy on these blades. Came out perfectly. I kind of it messed up in one spot, but it's very noticeable. It looks like the original finish of the fan. Like it looks like it's been painted, so I'm happy. It's kind of hard to tell that it's even been painted. It's just, if you look at the globe, it's a bit more faded compared to the schoolhouse globe that's on there, which has been on this fan since 2007. So it's about to be 10 years since we got this. And it actually is making some bearing noise now. It didn't do that before. It does have a bit of a wobble. It didn't wobble at all before I painted it. I don't know if when I was laying the blades down, which I was very delicate with when I placed them down to paint them and stuff like that. I don't know if just the blades being laid down a tiny bit might have bent them a tiny bit. But they don't look like they're out of alignment at all, so I don't know why the fan's wobbling a little bit. But yeah. Okay, with speed 2. And the white kit that's on this fan is not the original white kit that we had on this fan when it was in the dining room. If you guys watched my older videos, those older slideshows that I did of old fan photos from 2006, 2007, or 2007, 2008, I think it was, yeah, 2007, 2008. You can see a few pictures of this fan back when it was in the dining room. But the white kit was hanging down a bit lower than the one that this one has right now. Since at the time when we got this one, the older KDKs from the 90s and in the very early 2000s, like 01, 02, it'd have the white kit very close to the motor like this one. And then the ones that one that's in my bedroom it has it hanging down a bit lower. I don't know why. I think it's the adapter piece that they used on them later on, or it could be something with where you insert the adapter piece for it to hold the white kit. Maybe they made it so that it hangs down even lower now. Maybe that's what they are doing, but I'm not sure. But that's what they did with these models in the 2000s. But I'm going to replace the white kit because one of the holes that you insert the screw was bent a certain direction, so it couldn't hold. It was basically, every globe that you put up there, it would fall down. So I got rid of it. It was no good. And this is actually this is the one that used to be on my aunt's KDK. The one that has a cable holding a light on it, just a light bulb. She gave me this thinking it was unusable, and I gave her another one to put on there after she gave me this one, but she lost it. She misplaces stuff all the time, but she's okay with it like that. But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and move up this see for you to show it to light. The motor shaft is a bit loose, so the light kit shakes a bit. You can kind of see it shaking a tiny bit. But it's not gonna fall down. It's been like that actually ever since we put this light kit on here. So yeah, I need to figure out if it doesn't really bother my grandma. It does. The light bulb will kind of hit against the glass a bit. Here it is on speed 3. I'm kind of hear the sound it makes. Yeah, I could take down all of these fans and replace them with newer KDKs, but I'd rather not do that because one, the newer blades they make for the KDKs, they rust extremely quick, and I don't want to have to keep painting them over and over again. That's why I put older KDKs. One of my bedroom had replacement blades and they were rusting like crazy. So I found some older blades to put those on there and paint them. Because I just don't want to have to paint them that much. It's really not worth it. But the brown one in the dining room is rusting up a bit, but it's brown, so it's very noticeable. So yeah, it's just the white ones and stuff. But also, I'd rather have my grandparents have something that's stronger, not one that's more prone to fail. Since I feel like it's a bit selfish that I take away the good ones and give them ones that aren't as good. They're still good, but not as good as the ones that they have up now. I mean, if they ever pass away, these fans aren't going to be going anywhere. They'll probably be like put into storage. They'll be taken down. My uncle will probably keep them at his place until I get them. So these fans will be going to me either way. But this fan out of the two that are still in the bedroom, this one's actually in better shape. And I actually would prefer to have this one in my bedroom instead of the one that's in there now. The only reason why this one's in here is because since my grandmother sleeps in here, I feel like that she needs the one that's in better shape since she uses it all year long. Mine's in. It's not that it doesn't work fine, but it has more bearing noise. It definitely has more use out of it. Because before she used to sleep in that bedroom more often. I don't know why. But she's starting to sleep in this room more often now, and that's why this one's more dirty. Yeah, the motor on this one's not as it's not as used compared to the one that's in my bedroom. So I'm okay with having it. Still works fine. The switch, the control in the one in my bedroom starting to have issues. Like you have to press it a few times so it works. Sometimes you have to press it a few times for it to work. So it makes some bearing noise stuff, but fans have little issues every once in a while once they get older. So, but they do a good job still. So that's really all that matters. Usually my grandmother uses this fan on speed 4 in the summer. Well, she has an AC in here now, so actually not that much anymore. But I put this leg kit on it because the ones I saw as a kid had the leg kits exactly like right against the motor. The motor doesn't so that you aren't able to see inside of it. So I actually want to have one like that installed here. So, and I decided it to be this one. Could have done one in my bedroom, but it was already installed, so it would have been too much work to do that. Let's go down on speed 4. Show it to light. Okay, shut off the light, move it to speed 5. And the fans here are practically never used on speed 5. Because they actually do enough on speed 4 as it is. Yeah, it looks like the light kit's about to fall down, but trust me, it's not. But I do want to get that thing tightened up one of these days, but unfortunately I'd have to take down the whole entire thing. But the sound doesn't bother my grandmother, the light kit makes. She'll sleep through anything. A lot of people they'll use these fans on speed 5 like 24/7. Basically, but like my grandparents, they use them a decent amount from what I know when we're not here, but they don't put them on max speed because they do a good enough job just on speed 3 and speed 4 that they don't really need them that fast. Sometimes they just have it on speed 2 because they move that much air on. They move a nice breeze on the other speeds. Usually when it's very hot, they'll put them on speed 4. But it's very rare. I don't think they even use these on speed 5 at all. think it's a wind sound that could bother them as well when it's on speed 5, so that's probably the other reason. Oh yeah, the thing definitely packs out a ton of air. Definitely a great industrial fan. I'd love to have I would actually love to have this one of these installed in my bedroom in the new apartment we're in the United States, but one, it would look a bit funny, but two, it would be a pain to install it that when it hang down too low. And I definitely don't want to have an industrial fan hanging down too low in my bedroom, so it's not a good idea. Also, I don't need something that's this powerful for my bedroom out there, but for travel reasons, I would like to have one in my bedroom upstairs, which I did do before I even started YouTube. Yeah, it's a very good fan. I am glad that we got it when we did. They were actually well made. I'll shut it off. It does have like a bit of a torque, kind of like not industrial, like a controversial has. Let's do a spin down. But yeah, I was very careful when I painted this fan, especially where the sticker was. There was some paint that covered the sticker right up on the top canopy, but I have a way of getting the paint off of it so you can still see it. So, and I did a pretty good job on getting off the paint off it. It's basically almost as if there was no paint on it at all. Use like a wire brush to get off that paint that was on the sticker, and it came off perfectly. Didn't damage the sticker at all. I do it very gently since I don't need to use it roughly. I don't need to like do it rough. Since I do it like right when it's still wet and stuff like that, and then I'll do it again after it's dry, and then it'll come off easier. And yeah, these are definitely fans I like. These are definitely my favorite industrial fans for childhood reasons, but also they're very good fans. So yeah, kind of like with Dan Spiffy Newman, he'll collect a ton of gold lines. That's something I'm trying to do with KDKs. They're so common, so I'm not in the rush of finding a ton of them now, but I already have one for myself that I'm going to be bringing to the States sooner or later. One that was from the furniture store. Update on those furniture store fans. They are still there. I saw them actually just right now. Today's the 28th or 29th, I think. But I did have my phone on me, and also I only saw them from outside. I actually asked the guy if I can come back and record them. He said that they have cameras in there now, but it's not a good idea to do it since they're still moving stuff in, so their boss probably wouldn't be too happy about it. But maybe next time when the place is actually open, they're gonna make it into like a cafeteria place. I can probably do it next time I'm here. So, but all of them are still there except for the two that me and Mark have, which I'm pretty sure they're not. I don't think they even know about. But people who were there before sold them to us, so we kind of have we have a right to have them now. But I'll probably put up two new ones in the place of those two that are missing. But yeah, this one being a 2000s KDK before 2008, before 09. This one's actually a very powerful fan. The ones from the 90s are more powerful. They're basically one speed faster on each speed than this one, but these are still pretty powerful regardless. The main difference between this one, the 90s KDK, and this one is let's come to a complete stop. I'll show you quickly. The logo that you see right here is something that 90s KDKs won't have, and a lot of 90s KDKs will have like it's this close to the motor housing. The blade design is still the same. The control's different. And yeah, just to show you quickly the other one in my bedroom. The light I took off, the glass I took off because one of the screws was getting loose at night. This one, I can just push it in and push it out, so I need to try to figure out what's wrong with that. Didn't want it to fall down on while me and my cousin were sleeping, since he stays over here when we're visiting. But as you can see, this one hangs down a bit lower. You can see inside of it, especially all the dust is inside of this one, so yeah. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos to come.